Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily D. Today's topic is mindset. So yesterday I was asked why I record a lot of videos regarding, let's call it topics that are unrelated to business, right? Some of them are related to life, to social skills, to relationships, to things that probably don't directly relate to business. Now, I could stand here and teach a lot about business, all kinds of stuff. I've learned so much of that over the course of my career, but I like to talk about mindset so much, or the reason I talk about it so much is because I believe that your mind is the one thing that restricts, that stops. It's the bottleneck. It's the limitation. It's the limiter. It's the governor, if you will, of your success. So you can't have any success in entrepreneurialism, business ownership, management, leadership without having the right mindset. Now, some would say, well, you have to have a positive mindset. And I would say that's part of it. But being positive isn't really going to get you far. It'll start the engine, if you will, but it doesn't go far because you could be happy and still be, in a bad place. And it could be broke. It could be in a bad relationship, even though you may, and I might even equate happiness to being comfortable. So the mind is the one thing that controls everything. Your mind will give up before your body. For an example, you go to the gym and you hit the gym really, really hard and you just say, I can't go no more. Well, that's your mind talking, not your body. Your body will literally go till it can't move, till your arm falls off, till it falls asleep, till you die. It will go because your mind is telling it what to do, not your body. Your arm doesn't make decisions. Your mind makes decisions. My mind is the one that says, grab your head, touch your head now. My body doesn't say those things. So when you control the mind, you can control anything. You can control your arms, your movement, your activity, how hard you push. Now, the reason that it's so important is because many people don't understand that and I didn't understand it for years, which is that if you control your mind, you can do anything. For an example, the stronger you are in will, which is the mind, the stronger you can do anything. You really can really build your self-confidence to the level where there is no impossibility, if you will. There's nothing that you couldn't do. Now, I've seen this time and time again in things that I've done and from very successful people who just say, I don't stop. I can't quit. I don't move. I don't stop moving. And my coach taught me this one time, and it was a really good one of my coaches. And he said, really, the reason that I'm so successful, David, is, and he wasn't bragging. He goes, the reason for my success, not so successful. He goes, the reason for my success is whenever I think about something that I need to do, I just do it. I don't even think twice. I just commit and I go. He goes, if I think I have to make the phone call, I pick up the phone, I make the phone call. I don't even say, well, I'll do it at 5 or 4 or 3 or 2, whatever. You don't put it off. He just does it. If he says, I think I need to have an event, I just hold the event. You think I have to go somewhere, I just go somewhere. I don't give my mind the opportunity to wander and think. I just make a decision and I go. And because of that, he goes, I have received many opportunities. And he goes, and because of that, I've also messed up things. And he goes, but those are the learning experiences that I would have never gone through if I wouldn't have committed and just done it. And I thought, wow, that's such a brilliant move. And ever since then, I've really tried my best to do the exact same thing, which is I just commit, I just move, I go fast. And, sometimes I fail, sometimes I win, but really what it all comes down to is results. I get some results, and the results I can measure. I can say, David, you did good or you did bad. That's a result. And regardless, I can say I did it. And that's the catch here. So how do you get your mind in the right place? This is the trick, right? So the trick is obviously not to give your mind time to think. Number one, to get your mindset right, just don't give your body or your mind rather the time to think about doing something. Just go off and do it. Number one. Number two, have a plan of action. This is it. And I don't mean a plan of action. Let me say that. You have to have a driving, a goal, if you will. You see, if you really don't have goals, if you don't, and I always talk about this with my staff, as if you don't have goals, like, why do you get up in the morning? Is it just to pay the bills? Because that's not an inspiring reason for getting up. It doesn't make me want to get out of bed to say, gosh, I just need to get up so I can pay my mortgage. Like, that doesn't make me get up. You see, I get up to leave a legacy, to leave this world better than I found it, to give to my community, to provide for my family, to invest in different in things, to grow and create wealth. I'm sorry, I have something in my eye, but that's why I get up every morning. Now, if you don't have that, if you haven't already set those things up, it's because you probably either have one or two things. You haven't sat down and wrote them down, or you thought about setting them and you didn't commit. Or I guess the third one would be you don't believe it's for you. I didn't believe it was for me for a long time. For about 25 years, I didn't believe things were for me. I didn't believe greatness was for me. I didn't believe I was going to make money. I didn't believe I was going to have a beautiful wife or a family. I didn't believe those things, right? Because, well, I was in a bad place. I smoked, I drank, I partied, I didn't do the right things, and I didn't do them because I didn't think those were for me anyways, right? Everything changed for me around 24, 25 years old when I realized that there were people out there doing some great things, and that if they could do it, I could do it. And it wasn't because I had the opportunity right in front of me. I had to build it. It wasn't because somebody gave me everything. I had to do the work. You see, nobody's going to offer you opportunity unless they see you working. Nobody's going to give you anything. This world can't give us anything. The government, the lottery, nobody's going to just give you something. And even if they did, it wouldn't be what you want, because you have to work for something in order for you to appreciate it. You have to earn something for you to appreciate it. And that's the process of building the mindset. So I encourage you, first and foremost, right, make a decision and just don't even change it. Just go. Just go. Number two, set some goals, and set some goals that really, really drive you, that pull you. They don't push you, they pull you to where you need to be. And then last but not least, right, this is the kicker, because if you don't do this, what it really tells me is that your mind really isn't controlled by you. Is you have to restrict yourself from something. And typically it's a TV, it's the bad food, something. So the reason I'm telling you is just pick one thing that you got to restrict yourself from for 30 days. And I tell you this just to give you some thoughts here, right? You see, you can't say you want to lose weight if you can't control this thing to this thing, right? Because the chips don't magically fall in your mouth. The Coke doesn't just pour into your mouth without doing anything. You actually grab it and you put it in your mouth. You see, so if you can control this, so I challenge you, 30 days. Take 30 days and quit something that you know is doing you bad. Could be watching TV, could be drinking a Coke, could be eating chips, could be drinking beer, could be something that you know if you gave up would make you feel so proud inside. And you know what? The reason that you want to feel proud is so that you can build self-confidence. That self-confidence is going to set goals. That self-confidence is going to build the mind. I always tell my dog this, and it's kind of funny, but I do. I'll put a treat there, and I'll say, hey, don't get the treat. And she'll fight and try to get the treat, and I'll hold her back. And I said, if you can just build this delayed gratification, this belief that if you just hold off a little bit more, the treat's going to taste better. You'll get 2 treats if you wait 10 minutes. If you could just build that muscle, what happens is that delayed gratification turns into patience, and that patience turns into opportunity. And that opportunity grows over time to the point where it just escalates and you just get filled with abundance of opportunity. So delayed gratification, hold back for 30 days, all right? All right, so that's all I got for today. I wish you nothing but health, wealth, success, but most importantly, freedom. Thanks, guys.